Hello, Emmerich's here. Just recently on the MDF there's been a topic running on this, the new TELE KNOX. KNOX is spelled not N-O-X but K-N-O-X if you're doing a search for it, and it's a aftermarket stem shaft for the Minelab Equinox 800 and 600. I suppose the selling point for it is it's actually telescopic, which is the main selling point, I should imagine, and because it closes right down. It's going to be fantastic for putting in small boots and things like that. If you want it, you know, save on your space. I guess it's going to be fantastic for anyone who transports their metal detectors on a bike, motorbike, etc. Unusual ways, and they want something very, very compact and small, and this is going to enable you to do that. I don't know, there's been a few questions on the MDF at the moment regarding this, because basically I made a listing, a listing was made on the MDF shop. The people who developed this are called Detecting Innovations, and they've created the listing, and I've put it on the MDF forum as a topic. There was some concerns asking about, well, is it, I thought it was initially lighter. I'm not really sure if it's lighter. Towards the end of this video I'm actually going to measure the standard components to these aftermarket components, and we'll know for 110% for sure is there any weight saving by using this aftermarket shaft for the Equinox, Minelab Equinox. We'll find that out a little bit later. I have asked Tony of Detecting Innovations to actually bring down not one machine but three, basically so you can get visually, get a view of what it actually looks like on. How does it fold up? Is it any longer, etc. And we're going to be taking a look at that in a moment. But this is, if you order one of these from the MDF shop at the moment, you will, it will arrive at your door in this. It's a solid plastic container. I don't think it's going to get damaged in transit. It's, the packaging's fantastic. Anyway, that's just one more thing. At the moment, presently, Detector Innovations is not allowing anyone else to offer the discount, but we're offering a discount on the MDF shop of 5%. So if you use the code, I've got it in my pocket because my brain cells are going. The code is, in capitals, MDF 4895. I'll also put it in the bottom of the video in a moment. You'll see it appear. And if you use that at the checkout stage, you get 5% off at the checkout stage, only from the MDF shop. So that's fantastic, and thank you for Detecting Innovations for doing that. It's very kind of them. Anyway, let's take a look at the components and what we actually get inside this packaging first, and then I will show you it actually on the two machines, because there's not only one, there's two different colours. There's a red silvery flex carbon fibre, and there's also the standard black carbon fibre, and we can compare it to the normal bulk standard shaft of the Equinox. Anyway, let's take a look at what we've got in this box. Right, let's have a look. So we can pull, that's quite hard to pull off, MPs, solid. Let's pull this out. We've got a bag of bits, and do you know what? These bag of bits are spares. Let's take a look inside. We've basically got a little Allen key and a slightly larger Allen key. This is for the cams, for the shaft, for the lever shafts, to adjust those. And we've got this larger Allen key for the actual the back of the control box to hold it on to the shaft. What else have we got here? We've got spare. Oh, we've got loads of spare parts. So for longevity, if you're worried about these parts wearing out, you've actually got spare parts, and you will be able to get other spare parts if eventually these wear out. And you can see we've actually got not just one set of colours to your preference, but we've actually got, you can have two on your stem. You could have two black, two red, or you could just literally have a mixture of colours, red and black, to your preference. How about that? Fantastic. So they're all spare parts. How brilliant is that? We've got also the little washers for the lower stem, which attach to the coil each side, and we've got 4 of these. And you know what, this, I've seen one prior, and this actually comes with 2 already fitted, so we've actually got 4 of these washers spare, so you get all these as well. And obviously we've got quite a few nuts and bolts in here. Let's just take them out for if you damage them or you drop them. They're only small, and you've got plenty there, and I'm sure you'd be able to easily purchase some more at a later date. We'll probably list those on the MDF shop, all these little parts, but they're going to keep you going for countless months, years. So it shouldn't come to that. Anyway, let's take a look what we got in this tube. I hope you can see this, and I've not moved out of shot. And initially I was thinking, well, this isn't, this is probably, we're going to have to fit this sort of cams and things, but we don't. As you can see, it's pretty much all already made up. This, you can see, is the red, silvery, black flecks. Quite nice, quite different, quite unique to have something a little bit different. If that's the sort of person you are, you like colour to be slightly different from the standard sort of black. And this is to your preference. I quite like that. It's quite nice. What have we got? There we go. We've got these cams. They got obviously red matching the red flex version. And this is how it extends. Now, initially I think to myself, well, how far will it extend in a, to be safe before it's putting too much stress and it will just snap off. And there is, if I pull it out far enough, a little red marker. So you can't go past that red marker, or you're going to be in all sorts of trouble. Now, I think it's probably best just to bring it, there's a little slip through that cam marker. I reckon if you just pull it out enough, if you want it at the max, you don't really, this is the max you can bring it out, and if you see the red there, and then you can put the cam down. There's no effort as well, which is surprisingly enough. I can't budge that, yet there's literally, look, there's literally no effort. So it's so important that if you find this is loose, do not over tighten, because you do, basically all you're going to have, if you find this to be loose, loosen off the cam, and then just tweak it up a little slight turn, and then put the cam back, the cam lever back, and try it again. But you can see I'm pulling this and it's not coming apart, and there's no effort on that cam at all, no effort at all. But you don't over tighten it, because what you find you end up doing is you over tighten it. It will work, but also when you let the cam off, you still won't be able to move it, so it'd be pointless having the telescopic side of it. So if you get it just right, and it's to your personal preference, it should work fine. So that's the cam off, and that's easily flowing backwards and forwards to set for your height, your preference, whatever you want. Anyway, let's just try this next top part to the stem. There you go. Obviously when it's brand new it might be a little bit stiffer, but over time that's going to get a little bit looser and looser. You might have to tweak up that little cam to compensate for that wear. But all in all, that's fully customizable for whatever your preference is, which is fantastic. And look at that, how it just collapses right down to literally nothing. You can see the other end. I've not even had a look at that at the moment, but obviously this, what you've got here, it actually comes with a different back to the stock Equinox back cover, what you would normally have, because the cam's slightly different. This will allow you, because there's a little ridge running all the way down the stem, so this will allow you to actually adjust even the control box up and down the stem to your preference, which is a nice touch. Let's take a closer look at that. Right, once you've taken your little back plate off, it allows you to see the position where the arm cup goes. We'll take a look at that in a minute, but literally this is the back plate that replaces the original black plate you've got, and you look inside and it's got a little ridge within it, and that simply marries up with this ridge on the telescopic carbon shaft, and you feel it just slot in. And that allows you to adjust, custom adjust up and down to whatever position you want, which is obviously a huge bonus. So you could obviously adjust that for, you know, a younger child, and that's another advantage of the, you know, being a telescopic. You know, that is the huge selling point of this shaft for the Equinox. Right. And this is going to be self-explanatory. You know, you've got the 4 bolts, original bolts that you've got with the Equinox, and they just screw through to your control box. I won't show you that because it's self-explanatory. I won't insult your intelligence. Anyway, let's get on to this. This was an issue. This was an issue, this hole. It's actually been opened up more. Originally, there was a question, someone posted that they couldn't actually fix the arm cuff section. And if you see that this hole, just a quick little tip, if you see this hole is blocked and you're wondering, wow, why is it blocked? That's a bit strange. It's all it is, it's simply the upper shaft needs extending to take it away so you can fit your arm cup in. And the arm cup is, you can see it just literally simply slots in the hole. If I can slot it in like that, it's almost like clips in. There's the upper arm cup. It's not rocket science. That just goes in and clips over the hole. If I can locate the hole, that is. Let's have a look. Where are you? Right. And there you have it. You know, just easy release of the cam. There's no effort. It's not hard. There's no effort required at all. And let's give it an idea. Be careful of the wire. And let's just, we've finished our metal detecting for the day. Obviously, you're going to have to adjust these wires a little bit so it can collapse correctly. You don't want to damage them, do you? And that will close up. Check that out. Earlier in the video, if you put the voucher code in, which will show up in the video below right now, you can get 5% off at the MDF shop, and this is currently not available anywhere else on the net, so you can gain yourself, save yourself a few pounds there. Anyway, if you like the video, please press the like button. That'd be hugely appreciated. Or why not subscribe to the channel for any updates I'll be doing in the future regarding new machines and accessories. Anyway, best of luck for all, and thanks a lot for watching. Emirates, cheers.